Yeah, we're here. We live and we're here. And well, we are live. We're zoomed in. My dog. Woof. That's set up. So trying to work on that. Live from the woods. It's been a long day. Yesterday was a long day. The day before that was even a longer day. Uh, Went out yesterday to the library, printed out resumes, and I didn't go. I ended up not going. I was waiting for the bus at, it was like 5:30, and my lawyer gave me a call. He asked me if I was coming down for Tuesday, and I said, yep, I'm waiting for a bus. And he's like, I think it's a bad idea if you come. He tells me it's a bad idea for me to go to the appointment because he thinks I'm too emotional. He's not wrong. I have. But yeah, I didn't go. And probably for the best that I didn't. I would have been yelling and screaming. How you doing, Dale? Long story short, I'm glad I had a lawyer. I'm glad I have a lawyer. But the social workers that are in charge of, handling my case, they say I should be on it. I'm mostly qualified for it, but they can't qualify me for it because I've got no diagnosis. It's been 4 years, so they're trying to say they want to revisit the case in 6 months' time. My lawyer was having none of that. My caseworker was just like, oh, okay. So my lawyer was having none of that. He's like, this has been going on since 2019, of December 2019. He fought, and the tribunal agreed with him. So what they're doing now is they're calculating exactly how much back pay I'm owed, and they're working on that right now. I have another appointment with them in 2 months because they have to make an actual effort to get me a diagnosis. They asked for 6 months time to get me appointments, and they want to get me. I need a spinal tap, a cerebral angiogram, a bunch of MRIs, blood work, and this stuff. And they tried to argue for 6 months' time, stating, "Oh, they're very backed up. It's because of COVID." But my lawyer said this is ridiculous. It's going on 5 years. My client is suffering. And yeah, they have 30 days to get me all the tests that they want done in the next 30 days. So, and they have like another 30 days to get all that information to the tribunal because I have another appointment in 2 months, 60 days. And after that, I'm going to get it. And basically, that day, they're going to be handing me a check. Oh, no, no. My lawyer did good. He did good. The social workers wanted 6 months, 9 months, 9 months to get me a bunch of appointments and get the information to them. My lawyer flipped out, and yeah, I don't have a diagnosis. That's what's holding it back. But they've got 60 days. After that, basically that day, I'll start getting regular monthly payments plus the back pay. I I can't drive. I'll never be able to drive again. But if I had to pick a favorite car, 1975 white Corvette Anniversary Edition, the one where you can manually take the roof off of the car. I used to have one, white. Well, yeah, it's better than just getting straight up denied. So things, I think the lawyer did a good damn job, a damn good job. And then yeah, I stuck around town yesterday. I went to the library in town, charged all my shit. This is Monday. This is on Tuesday. Charged all my stuff. Walked around handing out resumes to local businesses. Today, I'm just getting back because I went into my job to talk to the owner of the place to see if she knows any people that are hiring. And then she asked me, "What are you looking for a job like right for right now?" It's like, yeah, well, you've given me a little bit of and hawing about this becoming a permanent part-time gig for me because I'm gonna need it regardless, and I need something permanently. It's like she's like, "Well, I don't want you to go, and there is a place here for you. You're gonna be. I want to give you Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays permanently. So I got this guaranteed. It doesn't. The marina job isn't gonna end as September." Well, I think things they're not bad. I'm still optimistic. I just don't. I don't have any use for social workers, government employees. I've got no use for them. Oh, and I found a chair on my way in today. Someone, it's broken. It's one of those sit down weird chairs. It's broken, but still nice to sit on. I don't know. I don't know, Black. Why is your dick so small? Well, with disability, you can work. I can't work in my old field, and okay, if I don't have a job, if I don't have something of employment, I die. Like, what, you think I'm just hanging out in the woods right now just to say whoopity doo? My tent is right there. I've been sleeping in that tent in these woods up in Sudbury. I don't have any other place. So if I don't have any income, I can't get I can't get on welfare because I make a little bit of money off of I make some money on with AdSense. I can't get that. So it's either have a part-time job or die. Chicken butt, you're wrong. This has been they've been fighting me for disability for 5 years. This part-time job is a very recent thing. I've been trying to find something for the last 9 months. It's nothing to do with it. Up here in Canada, it's a lot different. They don't want to pay you disability payments. They want you to take MAID, which is medical assisted suicide. They don't want you to fucking die, so they never have to pay you. Canada is a lot different than the States, but here I can never do my old job. I was in construction, I operated heavy machinery. I can never drive a car again because of the seizures. They've lost all my licenses. I lost my job. Now I finally ran out of everything. Made bad divorce. I'm living outside. Like, I've been fighting for disability for 5 years, and even then, with disability, it's not livable. Next payment is $1,305 a month, and cheapest rent anywhere you're gonna find is in this town that I'm at now in Sudbury, which is about $850 a month, and $500 a month doesn't go very far. And you're allowed to work part time when you're on disability as long as it's, you know, within the scope of your disability. Even the caseworker, my lawyer, said, yeah, it's okay if I take a part time job under 35 hours a week. That is, I will not aggravate my condition. Like, I'm a bloody cashier at a marina. Well, not just a cashier. I also check people in and out of their and rent boats and check them in and out of the cottages. But yeah. Michael, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Michael. It's I can't drive. I'll never be able to drive a car again. That's the problem. I wish I could drive Uber. I wish I could do that because I'm talkative and whatnot. But I can't. Like I can't have a driver's license. They took all my They took my driver's licenses away when I started having seizures. I used to be in the construction operating a crane. Lost my licenses to do that too. The second you have any medical problems, you start losing your licenses, and especially when your income and livelihood is dependent on, your ability to operate heavy machinery that require licenses, you're screwed. But this is everything started in. I still don't know what I've got. Like right now, it's getting harder and harder for me to get up and walk around. My legs are screwed. When I first get up in the morning, now it's like I've been drinking all night, like I'm fucking hammered. I can't even walk. My legs won't do what my brain is telling them. Most likely, in all likelihood, I've got MS, but I don't have a diagnosis. Everything started in 2019. Had a major seizure while I was at work, and yeah, that's life. But hey, you know what? At least I get to chill in the woods. It's nice and cool today, and I'm in a shady spot listening to the cicadas and living with a wretched headache that I'm taking care of with nicotine. Well, chicken, I have a question. Where were you living while you were doing that? Like, did you have family to be with? I've got no family. I've got an ex-wife. I've been waiting for disability for since, well, my first application was in 2019, right before COVID. I made it from then, not being able to work, through a lot of pain, going through a brutal divorce, going through all my funds, maxing out the credit card I had, and I've been living outside now since last September for almost a year now. For It'll be a year on 29th of September. I made it through the winter. I've got no family. I've got no support system. You can. Yeah, it is what it is, Michael. But yeah, I'm actually having a really good day today. I ended up walking. Well, to get out of the forest I'm in right now takes about 45 to 50 minutes that way. I get to the highway. I hitchhike from the highway into town. I went to the library, printed out some resumes, and walked around town. Then I walked all the way up to my employment, my work, where I work, and talked to my boss for a bit. And she's assured me that she's going to keep me on long after September, which is fantastic. Oh, Dale, get oh fucking Christ! Some of the simplest tests that they should have done right away was a spinal tap. They should have, took the spinal fluid and tested it. Never happened. I sat through two cerebral angiograms. That's a very brutal procedure where they cut into your groin, stick a wire up to your brain, and inject some dye so they can get better pictures. Sat through that twice. I'm gonna have to have another one in the next 30 days, and a spinal tap, and an MRI. That's so fun and great. But yeah, no, it's Canada. Canada kind of sucks. Thank you, Trudeau. Trudeau is the worst. Oh, I had a story to tell. Want to get it? Ugh, Andrew Tate. Fuck Andrew Tate. Fuck Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate looks like a turkey. Andrew Tate is a human trafficking piece of shit. And only incels and assholes listen to Andrew Tate. Yeah, no, someone's saying, "Oh, you got to listen to Andrew Tate." Fuck that. The guy looks like a hot dog. The guy looks like a turkey. Take a look. Google a turkey, like the bird, a turkey, and put his face right beside it. He looks like a turkey. He he's a liar. He's a piece of shit, human trafficking scum that only incels want to listen to because, oh, I get it. Incels, I feel like they've been beaten down by society, that nobody loves them. Bitch, you don't know what beaten down by society is like. I'll tell you that much. I've been married, and even fucking I I got screwed over in my marriage, like big time. Um, Cheated on all that, and I'm the person that would have the rights to have hate towards women, and fuck that, I don't. Like these guys, oh, the world doesn't appreciate men. No, you just see it that way because you're an idiot. You're listening to the wrong people. No, I didn't have to go to the doctor. I had an appointment on Tuesday that I didn't actually have to go to. Lawyer told me not to go to. He handled it. So they've got 2 months from now. They've got a bunch of tests they have to push me to get. Like they got to push to get these tests and whatnot faster. Usually to get a test in Canada, you're talking 6 months. Like for a spinal tap, it'll take 6 months to get. For a cerebral angiogram, a 6 months wait. They've got to push it and get me in the next 30 days because they have to have the results and stuff done. They are pushing now for an actual diagnosis. Things are going to start moving. So in the next 30 days, I'll be going to and from Toronto a lot to get a cerebral angiogram. That's going to happen, a spinal tap, and an MRI and blood work. Cerebral, I people say spinal taps are bad. Fuck, I'm pretty sure I can make it through that. I've had the worst of the worst. I've already had 2 cerebral angiograms, and they're not fun. They literally cut into the artery in your groin, stick a wire in all the way up to your brain, and inject dye. It's as pleasant as it sounds. Oh, that sounds fun, nasty. Oh yeah, no, cool. Then that's the point. Andrew Tate got rich by importing women to Romania to work, to tricking them to go there to say, "Oh, I love you, baby," and then making them work on his sex cams. And then how he got richer, even richer, was by saying, "I'm so rich," and he selling his plan to people who are vulnerable, who are depressed, the incels who actually hate women. That's how he did it. Was the people who think he's king are the people that made him rich. And they're just too stupid to realize that he's using them. And he doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself. It went, it came, it went. Not bad, not way. There was one of three ways to go. It was gonna go really bad, the way I wanted it, or the way it happened. It was kind of in the middle. So I've got 2 months, 60 days. The date still hasn't been set for another meeting with them. They've given the social workers 30 days to get me all the appointments that they need me to take. A cerebral angiogram, a spinal tap, some blood work, and an MRI for the brain. Usually takes 6 months, but they got 30 days to get it all done and the results and stuff sent. Hopefully, have an actual diagnosis. But regardless, as we speak, they are calculating exactly how much back pay I'm going to get. So on that day, they're going to know, and I'm going to have a check to hand me. It's going to be over 50K, and I'll start getting monthly payments for disability. Yeah, things are starting to move now. Things are finally starting to move. Not to mention, like, yeah, fuck, I'm camping outside. I've got my tent and everything set up right there. But I've now got a part-time job that I can do, that I can, and it's guaranteed. I've been panicking for a while, since before this meeting, that this job is only going to go until September. My employer has now assured me that the job is mine even after September. They're actually going to keep me on as year-round staff, because the marina and stuff is open year-round. They also have the cottages double as hunting lodges, and there's some hunting area in there that they have some more lodges. They also rent snowmobiles and hunting trips, and during hunting season they sell they're licensed to sell ammunition. Oh man, bad boy, it's a lot better here. Um, I don't have crackheads coming to bother me. Like, I would never do this where I was before, just sitting outside. I found a chair that I'm chilling on. I would never have done this before where I was, because there's always crackheads around. I was always making sure to do my streams like by the water or far away from camp, but there's no one here. I haven't seen another person in this area for a long time. Oh my god, thank you very much, Dale. Oh, thank you too. Thank you for subscribing. But no, this area, like, this is, and Dale, hello from Australia. This area I like, it's quiet. I don't always hear the constant whoosh of the highway. The most I hear are boats going by now. Canada. Um, I haven't seen another. I've only, since I've been here, which is going on almost a month, 3 weeks, I've only come across one other person, and that was the day after I found the camp spot. I was walking out trying to find the fastest way out, and I stumbled upon somebody's little log cabin kind of deal he built. He lives in that year round, and this is government land. And that was, I talked to him for a bit. Really neat guy. I want to go back to see him again, but man's 50 years old, and he's been in that little log cabin of his for like 20 years. He just gave up being in the city. He didn't want to rent an apartment, too expensive. He built a cabin in Crown Land. He goes from here, hit town, does his job, comes back. No rent, no responsibilities. Sudbury? I have been fishing, and yeah, I have. I've been catching. Haven't caught. I've only caught one halfway decent fish out of the river, sorry, out of the lake, and it was a bass. But I've been catching the little perch and bluegill, and I've been frying them up for dinner. But like recently, I have a new source of entertainment. I did some thrifting the other day. Like I use Facebook Marketplace. That's how I got this phone. For this phone, buying this phone made me $20. Was thrifting, but I spent 75 bucks off of on Facebook Marketplace and got one of those Switch lights, the small ones, the Nintendo ones. It's blue. Or is it purple? It's purple. And I've been playing Diablo 2 and Dragon's Dogma on it for a bit. Oh, bad boy. That's the thing. You know, almost all of our towns have an English counterpart, like the UK counterpart, like Sudbury, North York, East York, York, York Mills. We even got a London. I believe we do. We've also got a Brantford. We've got a Cornwall. And someone asked how I ended up out here. It's a long story, but I did well for myself. I was in construction, operated a crane, heavy machinery, had my own house, had the wife, had all that stuff. Started having seizures, had one on the job. My job was heavily dependent on me having a license. I drive not just for a car. I had a car for driver's license for a car, but I had a bunch of specialized heavy machinery licenses to do my job. I started having seizures out of the blue. Got really sick, and they just wouldn't stop at first. When they first started, they just didn't stop. It was like every couple of hours, seizure, 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 seizure. I was in the hospital for 3 straight weeks. You lose all your driver's licenses and your specialized licenses when you start having seizures in Canada. So I lost my livelihood. Um, wasn't bringing in the money anymore. The wife didn't want to stick around. Got a divorce. Survived for, I'd say, near 3 years, 2.5, 3 years on savings and credit cards until I couldn't anymore. And I've been fighting to get disability. That's it. I ended up outside on September 29th was my first night. Bounced around everywhere in Toronto to Niagara Falls to another town, back to Toronto to Niagara, back to Toronto. Looking for work for 9 straight months. Ain't nobody want to hire a person who's outside. And I said, screw it. I got a job interview up in Sudbury. I was staying in a motel at the time in Toronto. Someone, Simple Jack, got me a motel room for a few weeks, and I got an interview in Sudbury. I didn't get the job I came up for, which I was okay with because I had a second interview there. That day, I walked to to a marina just to find out where it was because the day after I had an interview at the marina, and she hired me on the spot when I showed up early. This Sudbury is nice. It's got its own darkness in it. There, there. Put this is this town got hit very hard by the opioid crisis. If you go to the downtown area, there's a bunch of crosses and displays for the people who've died because of the opioid crisis, and it it's a lot. No, I love fishing metal. Yeah, Al, you should come up to Sudbury. It's pretty damn good fishing up here too. Oh, I've been going up. Like, put it this way, my life was doing this, like going down, 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 since 2019, and as of right now, it like again took 9 months to get this part-time job. It's starting to go back up now. It's starting to go back up. So, funny story. This is what my lawyer said when I was talking to him yesterday when he called me. So they were saying about their processes that we gotta be legitimate. We gotta make sure it's legitimate. We need diagnoses and stuff. And my lawyer said this to the social workers. He found it kind of funny that you guys say we got to make sure he's sick enough to help him out, to make sure to offer proper support. But yet you guys have offered him MAID multiple times. In fact, try to convince him to take MAID. So he's sick enough. He's not sick enough for help, but he's sick enough for you to help him kill himself. Some serious bullshit. You too, Brown. Yeah, that's why I don't trust social workers at all. Brian Albiter, I don't plan on answering any of your questions because the comment you had about me that was flagged and nobody got to that got auto hidden, you calling me an offender of the sex. Why would I want to talk to you? Very close. Yep. Not a hearing. More of a. The next one is the end to it all. It's the next one. It's over. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna have to let you guys go. I don't want to, but my insides aren't feeling so great. I gotta really use the bathroom. I'll try to come back, but we'll be back.